Hello, welcome back to Monster Train. I am, as always, your host, Bad Sleep. How's it going? It's your boy. It's 3:20. I'm more tired than usual. I woke up 3 hours earlier for some reason today. I woke up and I could not fall back asleep. So my sleep schedule is ruined. And not really, but I'm just going to be a little more tired in this episode. You'll have to bear with me. Although I feel a bit of a second wind coming on. First of all, it's 3:20 because I streamed Banners of Ruin just before this. I ended the stream less than 5 minutes ago. I said I would do one run, and one run of that game took me about 4 or 5 hours. It was tough. I was also like reading and interacting with chat a bunch though, so you know how it goes. But yeah, the game it took a lot out of me. It was a lot of thinking. The game requires a lot of math and reading, especially in the learning phase that we're in, as all deck builders do. But yeah, it's no Monster Train. I can't play a 40-minute banger in that game with no thought, brain empty, you know? But I'm here. We're gonna make it. Hey, it's Hellhorned Awoken. You'll have to see it. Great combo. Big fan. Too bad it's not Hellhorned Exile Awoken, but beggars can't be choosers. Real quick, let me take a sip of water. I will pose the question. This is a stream question. I'll pose the question, then I'll take a sip of water. How's that? This one comes from Cash, aka HSin in the comments section here. He's a YouTuber and also a Twitch viewer, prominent community member. He asks, "What is the most unbelievable thing you've seen at school?" This is a question that I believe I have asked in some form before. However, I was not going to think of another question in time, so you can blame the repeat question on someone else. It's all part of my plan. Pull the rug out from under you, and I throw someone else under the bus. But I think I've asked this question more in the specific context of like what's something ridiculous that a professor did to you or said to you. I've had a few bad experiences this semester, but either way, I'm going to take my drink of water, and we are going to begin. There we go. I've been experimenting with adding more silence into my videos, and just in general, I've been trying to spend more time being quiet like that, having moments of quiet. You can also tell me how you feel about that. When I was starting out, I felt like I had to be talking nonstop and always going, or else people might get bored. But now that I've established myself a little bit more, I think I can slow down and add pauses to my dialogue, perhaps. Either way, let's go. It's Hellhorned Awoken. It is Plating Seal Daedalus, Shadow Arcus, Patient Seraph, Fortify, Vine Grasp, Rage Serum. These are good starters. All three starters costing 0 is nice. And Patient Seraph is gross, but I will pick Brawler if they show Brawler here. I can't pass Ashes, even especially with Awoken. There's so many good things for it. See Brawler, quick Brawler. We can play Awoken Hollow, Rage Imp. Either of those will be good. Particularly like Rage Imp Welder Helper would be nice because we have double summon triggers here. I could take this Armor Emblem actually, but we are weak. Our Prince only does 12s. And I will take damage if I take this Armor Emblem. I might die if I take it actually. How much damage? Boss has 160 health. He's going to do increments of 5 to my Pyre. It's reasonable to expect the Pyre takes 4 damage. If I take the Trial, the Pyre takes 9 damage pre-data or pre-boss spawn. Probably actually more reasonable to expect between 10 and 15. So my Pyre is going to be at 25, and then it would die on the hit after 25. So effectively my Pyre will kill this boss from 100 HP, and I will be alive. Let me look ahead. I'll take it. I think I can take it. This is greedy, but my estimation there is a very much worst case possibility sort of walkthrough, and anything less than worst case will be a great success for us here. That's what we're going for. Below worst case output. If I torch, so I can Vine Graft the Foot Soldier forward, and if I draw Rage Serum on a good turn pre-boss, I can potentially leverage that as well. By the time the boss gets up here, this Rage Serum is run out, so there is no reason to play it here. It's not going to add anything on these enemies. Gonna take 4, 8, I'll be at 30, so I have 6 health of leniency here. A little more than anticipated, even. I should play the Train Steward. Actually, I should try to heal. This is a game of inches now. We want to make sure we're min-maxing every single HP out of this boss fight. So we're at 32, I can hit the boss 6 times, so I should not die here. Should never be in a position where we die here. Is it? It's 6 times 20? Yeah, so he's not going to kill me. No Rage Serum, sadly, but hey, we only take it goes up at 19, right? Nice. That's pretty good. 13 damage for that trial in that combat with that start is not bad. So one thing worth making sure is very clear here: you would not take that trial on any other combat. The reason that we could take that trial there is because this was a combat that is very low damage output. And there's no 5-1 spawn behind the boss, it's a healer. If there was a 5-1 behind the boss there, we would definitely die. So you don't take that trial if that's a different combat. You can only do it on that one. Clergyman, absolutely not. Although Clergyman just walked by us, that's neither here nor there. Welder Helper might be what you want to snap pick here because we have Ashes, but I need scaling for Prince, and I think I need to click Ritual here. I am hopeful that I don't need Ritual, but ideally I pull Awoken Hollow here. Steel Enhancer is more scaling. Restoration Detonation is healing, assuming a Hollow. Vine Grasp is a no. Steel Enhancer is pretty good. I'm gonna lean Restoration Detonation, though. I'll take Steelworker for now. Hey, I'm really hoping for the Hollow. I think Hollow plus Prince is our big play. I'm hoping enough that I will go right here even. We have Steelworker to cover us. I'm looking hard for Awoken Hollow here. Hold over 20, consume -1. Sick. Awoken Hollow. I'm in. I will hold over Restoration Detonation here. Yeah, I will do that. That'll be a good helper in killing enemies. -1 Ritual of Battle. There is money in the middle I don't need. Actually, no. Should take this money. Go to 10 is fine. We want to use it to make our Awoken Hollow better. So Awoken Hollow gets double summon triggers. So Awoken Hollow has a lot of health. Like 135 base, which is good. We just have to heal him. I don't need this unit draft. I think that Prince plus Awoken Hollow is close to enough if we play into our Rage line now. I have to also armor up Prince, but I think I can get that with Fortify. Like, I think this is the run. No reason to skip Steelworker there, that's a mistake. Try to point out mistakes like that. Sometimes they happen because I play this game faster. It's not something that's going to affect us negatively, but it is worth mentioning in case you're wondering if there's a reason I didn't play Steelworker there. Nah, and I take 2 damage for skipping him as well. Good Restoration Detonation. I can probably keep Prince alive with just Fortifies. And Restoration Detonation, actually. Plus he has Cultivates going for him. Yeah, no, Prince is fine. Survivability-wise, he's fine. I want to give him a few Rage Relics to boost him along, or a few Rage options to boost him along to get him started, but Cultivate plus Rage should be a pretty easy, cheesy take here. Fledgling Imp. I can take Fledgling Imp, and... it's interesting, right? Do you think that Fledgling Imp is worth more than self-infusing Awoken Hollow? Because these are... I'm going to take Fledgling Imp. I think it covers enough of interest in my mind. One Wildwood Sap also. It's more Rejuve triggers. Yeah, sure. If I didn't have Ashes, I would not take Fledgling Imp, but AoE 10 Rage, it's AoE Ritual of Battle right there. I have to try it. Might even take Double Space. It's kind of going to depend on what we're shown here. Plus Kermit Thorned Hollow. I'm okay. Let's look at the caverns. Petrified Heart, obviously not. Blood for Blood is fun, interesting. Plus 25 is not good here. I'll take Blood for Blood. Would you like the spiel about Blood for Blood again? Nah? Okay. Grab plus 25, even though the Hollow has like 135 health, he only has 15 when he spawns, so starting 25 higher is better. I'm gonna save my money, actually. I was thinking I would reroll and check for Endless there, or another plus 25, but why? I do feel confident enough to click this Horde, but who is it? Plating Steel Daedalus? I'll do it. These are good. These are really good. Winged Steel is very good. Railhammer is also extremely tempting. Railhammer, I know what you're thinking, but I can use it to keep Prince alive. No, I don't need help keeping Prince alive. We covered this moments ago. Give me Winged Steel. Winged Steel especially, plus with Fortify. Fortify makes Winged Steel much, much better. It's a lot easier to draw the cards while you still have energy. A little worse with Ritual, but we'll iron that out. Good to draw Ritual early. Hopefully I don't draw something I care about. Ah, good. And the Steelworker take, in hindsight obviously you can say Steelworker was a bad pickup. However, Steelworker as a take there is a card you take to cover yourself. You take it in case there is no better card, right? We had an example of this, I think last Prince run actually, where my run was saved because I picked up that Wickless Baron. I was very proud of that run. Also, this holdover Restoration Detonation will help me get there on bosses. Or, not bosses, but waves, I should say. I think we're in a position where we can refine this deck and look for a few upgrades. Plus 20, or plus 10 piercing is... how much on this? 20 times 5... 100 piercing? I think I like the Extreme Stone more. I should have been torching. If I pull Vine Grasp, then there's no justice, but I should torch this enemy down more. There's no justice. Shouldn't put myself in that position where I might take a lot, but no justice. I won't complain. Fledgling Imp is maybe going to fall to the wayside. As much as I like Fledgling Imp, even with Double Rage, it's hard to not take the Awoken Hollow Self-Infuse. That's 6/6 that I missed out on for not having Self-Infuse there, hypothetically. The 10 Rage, if you have Endless, is also good, and I think both lines work, but one of these lines doesn't force me to find Endless, right? That's the real feeling here. Adaptive Mutation plus Rage, but I don't think I need to. It's strong, but I feel like what we're going to do, this is, I don't think I need to expand anymore. Take another Awoken Hollow, quick space. I don't think I need to make this run have any more moving parts on it. I'm pretty sure from this position we just consolidate down, and like we clear Train Stewards, we clear Torches, the whole deck becomes healing cards, and we take that all the way to the bank. Temple says plus 10 piercing. I will do the infusion now. Could remove Steelworker. Spell Chain plus 10 piercing. Plus 10 piercing on Restoration Detonation is an interesting proposition. I will stay at 50 here on the Pack Shard front right now. Take the Ritual to 1 cost. Ideally I duplicate it 1 or 2 times, probably just 1 time because we missed one, but There's not much I want from shops right now, so I'm happy to spend removals. I'm trying to think of what I would want. You know what I should grab? I should grab +10s. +10 restoration, or restore is good. Okay, don't forget to take more multi-strikes. Brawler 2. When Prince gets to around 100 times 5, he is going to crush. Like, that is where you're checking off. I'm disrespecting haste combat here, but I feel really confident. It's good. No, once Prince gets to 100 times 5, that is roughly where I would say you are good to go. Which was 34 times 3. Draw first. Deadweight, good. The scariest part of this combat, which was this 15 times 3, has passed us by. And I believe now we should be A-okay. I don't want to play Torch here. If you play Torch there and you draw Restoration Detonation, it's real bad. Restoration Detonation's on the bottom. Cards on vacation, I guess. Yeah, last card. It's okay, it shows up in time anyway. You could ping off haste here, but eh. Another obvious card that would be glad to be added to this run is, of course, Unleash the Wildwood. Would love to give a full heal to this boy. Although Restoration Detonation and Unleash do flash a little bit, so hard to really say. I'm gonna play it a little slower here. I don't want to... Yeah, this enemy's gonna go up at like mid-20s and I have 7 regen. Killing the haste is right here. It probably wouldn't matter, but instead of doing the math, I will just kill the haste. Makes life a little easier. Our Prince would can't handle it, but much easier to parse in this manner. Let's pretend like we know what we're doing here. Hey, Faulty Loader's pretty good. This is a good run for it. Imp in a box, Battering Ram, Pyre Chopper. I have nowhere to play Imps, so the only card we're thinking about here is Battering Ram. I passed Steelworker, I passed Railhammer. I don't need Battering Ram. Pyre Shards. Take Pyre Shards to put next to my Rage Serum, dude. Ugh. Those cards just got left behind. It's a shame. All I need is removals here. I can go right. It's also good to look at the caverns, by the way. Another worth considering and what I want. I want to look at caverns here because caverns can have the event that gives +1 space, and +1 space is huge for this run. Very, very good. Gift of Gratitude 3x. One thing, by the way, I will cover another thought that passed through my mind but didn't make it past the filter. In the last card pick as Awoken, we had the option to take Pyrogrow, which I passed. I don't like taking Pyrogrow if I don't have draw increasers. It's only -2 draw, but -2 draw on one turn sets you behind a lot. Especially if you have specific cards you're trying to draw. So, that's my reasoning for that. Real quick, because I forgot. And that matters as one of those things that people will say. Because Engine Upgrade and Pyrogrow are good, right? They're free boss upgrades, except they're not really free, you have to draw them. And drawing them and then playing them is a cost that matters a lot, because you're not drawing another card for that play. Okay. Extreme Stone Restoration Detonation there. Probably chillin'. That does all the healing we need. Am I so cocky that I will disrespect Harvesters of Death for 150 gold? Yes. Would not do this if I didn't have Faulty Loader, but the scariest part of this combat is completely nullified by Faulty Loader here. Maybe not quite completely, but mostly. Play Rage Serum. Little frightening. The deck is very small and it's not Diligent Seraph, so I should draw into Restoration Detonation on time, typically. My output is a little low for reaching the first infused enemy here. I think Restoration Detonation takes us there. Yeah, thank you, Restoration Detonation, for carrying my mid game. Hero card. The problem is that eventually it has to run out of value. Eventually, I can't heal anymore. Sad as it is, and I'm going to probably take a little damage here for it. What can I do about this? I think I have Vine Grasp. Yeah. Taking 8 here is preferable. Pretty close to taking 0, but only 8 damage. We heal it back too, so we only take 3 for this. So overall, trial turns out okay. A little touch and go, a little scary at times, but trial turns out okay. I'll take it. Now, my boss killing plan here, by the way, it is to stack my Hollow's health to 175 or 200, and then let the boss die quickly to our very strong prince. This line has its flaws. Awake kinda helps. The problem is my cards are all costing 1. I need to make all of these restores cost 0. Awake's kinda scary. Hellhorned's coming up. I take Preserve Thorns here. I take Preserve Thorns here. Awake's kind of scary to me. It has counter synergies. I don't like it. Forever Flame Hell's banners. These don't do much. Forever Flame is slightly better, and I think that -1 on my Hollow is worth 25 gold. Duping Ritual. Ritual of Battle is our best way to scale Prince through this awkward section. And I don't need to take anything here. We can stay 65, we go to 80 there, and then just go to 105 here. Should be fine. I'll take 10 and 10. I'm still thinking about it in that manner. Plus 10 Piercing. It's actually pretty good on Vine Grasp. I'm down for this. Plus 10 Piercing Vine Grasp kills the Spikes enemy. And with a 24 card deck, I should draw it for the Spikes enemy, assuming we get there. Shadow Arcus, so we're playing bottom floor. I don't have a problem with playing bottom floor either. Shadow Arcus and Daze Shard on bottom floor. I'll still do it. It'll be okay. These guys are in net neutral if they walk to the pyre also, so I don't care. Hollow goes first. 1 round of Daze. There's a net neutral on my health bar if these enemies walk all the way. And if I ping the 9-2, I'm actually gaining value for this. This guy goes up and gives me 4 HP. We take those. Yeah, you can see it though, I'm having trouble playing all my restores out. You can start to see it come to light. Not too much trouble. I should also leave enemies alive where I can, so that my Awoken Hollow takes damage in this mid-game. Will not be a problem in the late game, once we're into the later combats. But right now, I need my man to take more damage. Maybe I should start damaging him myself even. Strange thought. But if I start to sound incoherent for any reason, I can feel it. Trying to give you a bit more warning if I'm recording super tired. It's not even that I'm not super tired, I feel like mentally I feel clear. I feel physically tired, if that makes sense. I feel like my eyes closing and not wanting to reopen. That's what I'm feeling. Should've looked at what card I drew there. Also, I can feel like I'm tired and I feel antsy, if that makes sense. I feel like I just want to go. I know how this combat ends. Go, go, go. He close at 1. We'll throw cards out so it doesn't look so close, but still. If I'm feeling antsy and I want to go, 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 and then I play 3 cards that you don't need. I'm curious. One Hornstone, you can't play that. Spike of the Hellhorned, I'm not interested. Shard Channeler, nah. You could, in this position, you could take space and play Fledgling Imp. I'm going to take draw. I think either line is viable. This is what I was thinking about. I was thinking about Brawler 3. Got distracted because I saw the Divine Horde for a second there. Oh, hey, Light's Gift. Light's Gift is actually bad, I believe. I need Awoken Hollow to take damage so he can Restoration Detonation damage enemies back. I'll take Emblem. I think Emblem gives similar survivability to Light's Gift without taking away my Restoration Detonation synergy. An interesting one to be sure. A position where it's wrong to grab Light's Gift? Surprising. We don't remove Imp there yet because this might be +1 space. It isn't. I guess it could be with Umbra. Oh, it's pack morsels. What is the Wormkin consumable pool? It's like... This has to be Broken Memories, right? That's Total Recall? That card's gross. Total Recall existing side by side with Return Soul is wild. Those cards are in the same clan, at the same rarity. Make restore 0. Don't want to consume them either. We want to keep them normal. Another -1, another +10. I'm happy for more healing. I know I just said I don't want to take too much healing, but making these restores heal 10 instead of 2, or 12 instead of 2 is fine. Yeah, I can save my money. We're gonna end up in a pretty thin deck here. I'm fairly certain this wins. No Spikes Trial here. Fairly certain Big Lord keeping Prince alive plus Rage scaling Brawler Prince should be the winner. It does not take long for this Prince to start whacking. Takes about this long. First ritual he's doing 200. Oh, look at this. Look at the value. You pull the imp to the... You play the imp, you pull the collector to the front? What a world. How nuts. You know what I should do? I should stand up real quick. I haven't stood up in like... It's been a while. I've been at my desk all day. Working hard or hardly working, am I right? We'll pick option... You know, today it was an option A. And stretch out those legs. Do the do. Yeah, taking 37 in a turn is just about what we want. 35 a little less, but now he gets the passive health from Emblem as well. Looking good. And it's just about what you want. This combat paces itself just right for this setup. Don't really need it. Like, don't need the assistance because we have... It's 100 damage there. The enemies in the front, though, aren't really that threatening, so I don't need this assistance, but it's nice to get. If you haven't played this line, by the way, this is a line that you could very easily not play here. You could lean into the other option that was shown to you in that first Awoken banner, right? What was it? It was Steel Enhancer. I was pretty close to picking that. But Holdover Restoration Detonation Extreme Stone is pretty good. I'd recommend it. That's 208 times 5. So even though I'm leaving 60 damage on the table over there, that's 230 times 5. That's like 1250 right there. 1150? 230 times 5? It's 1,000 and yeah, it's like 1150 right there. Yo, Impish Scholar combo Rage Serum. Play alert. Too bad, Edge Prior. Could have had you. Just a little earlier. I do want to give Awoken Hollow another upgrade. Hitting him with multi-strike is pretty good. I'll go right. Even just for the removals. Quick. Any rage stuff here? Firebox does nothing. Guild marker does nothing. Skill shop has a plus 25. I can cut my losses, but I'll look for the multi-strike. Cool. The extra 25 health doesn't matter, so it's not a big loss if you miss there. Fudgling Imp goes. Thank you for your service, young lord. Torch goes. And don't forget to take your pack shards. I was close. I was close to not taking my pack shards there. I'll admit it. It almost slipped my mind, but I got it. I was ready to go to Seraph. Brain was prepping to click Seraph there. Gotcha. Could make a case for duping Ritual, by the way, here. Not a bad idea. I think that this deck is pretty good, though. I can probably even get rid of the Vine Grasp and one of the Fortifies. Probably both of the Fortifies, actually. I know I kept them as an option for helping with Wingsteel, but my deck just becomes 17 cards of healing and Cultivate 100, 100, 100. That was not me trying to be trendy. It was me verifying my 100 pack shards. Okay. Patient Seraph is all that I'm afraid of. He can snipe you. Bottom floor positioning. No early healing, but... I got Wild with Sap. What do you got? Reserve Thorns? Sure. Seraph walks up. I need to live this turn. Restoration Detonation should do that. Play Ritual. I'll play the Restores. I ain't afraid. I think the value's worth. It's 4/4. May as well ping up one of these. 15 times 3 is enough for the healing, although I'm going to play Restoration Detonation, so actually killing her as well. You heard it here first, folks. You can quote me on that one. Killing? Wrong. That's right, team. I'm coming at you with another hot take. So let me get into my YouTuber persona. What's up, gamers? Hey, thanks, Seraph. That's right. Seraph helps me out here. Patient Seraph does plenty of damage. I don't need to worry. You guys ready for more epic Minecraft pranks? That's where I was gonna go with this bit, but I'm too tired. I also, halfway through the bit, I was like, hey, what if I'm not recording right now? Wouldn't that be funny? No. It would not be. I would not be happy right then. Pop this enemy. In my mind's eye, when I think about melee weakness, I think about these 10 health enemies as being significantly better to hit first, or 10 attack enemies. I mean, when I think about melee weakness on my unit, I always consider Gilded Wings as something that I want to be hitting me, but it's only a difference of 10 damage. It's really not that much. And when you have an infused one, the melee weakness proc here is worth 12 damage, whereas here it would be 15 if this enemy wasn't in front. It's something that I find myself believing that is just not true. It would make almost no difference on a majority of runs. But 10's a lower number than 15, so you know. Sometimes Patient Seraph is also absolutely, you take your inch and you just keep taking it. Right? Patient Seraph gives you the thread and you pull on that thread to victory. And sometimes that thread is a margin of like 5 HP that you're min-maxing there. I felt that one getting away from me. I felt that sentence stopping making sense, and I got a little worried. I think I righted the course there and that one made sense, but I felt it. Just take the X. Don't play anymore, that's Patient Seraph. You don't need to accidentally hit a breakpoint and die. But you know. Combo seems really good if you hit Awoken, Hollow, and Brawler Prince. Like the game blessed us here a little bit. I'm not in the best of shapes to record, but I gotta get the YouTuber done. monstertrain says, don't worry brother, I got you. monstertrain drops an absolute banger of a seed. A real 24/7 all night rager over here. Oh, I see. I was looking at the -4 in the preview mode. That's total health because of Emblem of the Exiles. Take 9, heal 5. But only on the front enemy. Took me a second to get that part down. Okay, you gotta do something weird here, right? Because we need to ping off damage shields, so we ping Vine-Grasp, but it's piercing. Ping, ping. Maybe ping, ping, and then Vine-Grasp is better. Slight alteration. Mystic Ritual's a lot of damage lost there too. Hey, look at this. Remember when I said piercing Vine Grasp here? That's a plan long time in the making. I think rage scaling is a little more important than healing here. We don't need to be full health. He's down 1,000 health, looking pretty good. Freaking Sting. Yeah. Just play a bunch of regen here. Regen is passive healing. At some point I may want to throw a heal over to Prince as well. If he earns it. Yes. 3:56 AM, I'm very tired. Came dangerously close to calling Hornbreaker Prince a sussy baka there. I'd like to formally apologize, but I had to, in order to make this apology, I had to first give you the context for the apology, and I wanted to tell you deep down I am sorry, and I hope that you can forgive me for calling Hornbreaker Prince a sussy baka. Oh, that's the wrong card. Prince doesn't really need healing. His health's not changing. I mean, it is, it's increasing, but he's not full health, so he actually acts as a nice little backup restoration detonation option there. Kidding. Look at how good at his job he is. Another Spikes enemy drops too. This deck is 16 cards, so it's super consistent. It ended up exactly where I wanted it to be. This run is, like when I was envisioning this run at the start, this is exactly what I was thinking when I clicked for Awoken Hollow. Something nice, it's quaint, it works. Quaint. I'll use Restoration Detonation on Prince, he's earned it, why not? Treat yourself, buddy. Do I hear birds right now? Is that the game? Are there birds on this song? Or am I think I'm out of it. I think it's part of this song. I think it's ambience in this song that's making me hear that. Alright, good Divinity fight. One of the faster runs on record because I'm trying to get there before I just fall asleep. Hopefully you don't mind. This is a bit of a rushed episode, but I thought about recording this ahead of time because I knew I was going to be tired. I did think about recording this before stream, and then I just didn't do it. And that's my bad. Oh no, not the consequences of my actions. Coming for me? No way. Alright. That's the run. We made it. Thanks for sticking it out. Tomorrow's episode will be better, I hope. Thank you for watching. If you did enjoy, don't forget to leave me a like. Subscribe if you want to see more. I'll see you in the next one. Have a good one.